No. Oh, 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 oh. Surrounded by sleepwalkers and NPC, they all around us. But I be like, why can't you see? Empty seat, I'm gently mean. My soul's clean, no NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream.
Yeah. They walk among us, they try to run us. Yeah. Empty souls in the deep roads, up mine in the line, hive mind, only thinking on one side. Believing lies, war on the mind, one of a kind, mankind, undivine, walking dead, yeah. Blinded in the third eye, eating GMO foods, especially that red dye. No surprise, brain shut off, totally blind, like closed blinds. Dark and empty like an apartment, no lights on. Empty always echoes in the stairs, brain dead. Look into the eyes, they stare. Look at them hard, no soul is there. Eyes glare, emptiness lies deep. Hollow vacant space, dead and empty street is where their soul meets. Their minds on repeat, reoccurring cycles. Yeah, man in the mirror like Michael, no action, no questions asking. Just walking, leaking dead batteries, leaking acid. No cares, living in complete fear. Sleepwalkers and NPCs near. Surrounded by sleepwalkers and NPCs, they all around us. But I be like, why can't you see? Empty seats, I'm gently mean. My soul's clean, one two C's on the seat. Living in this reality like an empty dream. No NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream. Yeah. Sometimes my soul cries as I look into the eyes of the sleeping masses, believing all the lies as time passes. Walking drones, looking at their phones, prisoners in their own homes. Wi-Fi routers and microwaves on the counter. Cook brainwaves, mush minds, slow thoughts, no knowledge, no intelligence, no empathy. Social media has reshaped their identity. I have to keep in mind that they're not my enemy. Don't get next to me, but I have a lot of empathy. It's knowledge, wisdom was sent to me while their mind is racing. My mind is at a high elevation. The words and lyrics is not for the shaking. Scared, the weak of the forsaken. Souls taken by the system, programs in them you can hear when they speak. No wisdom, no light, no fight. Just NPCs sleepwalking light. Surrounded by sleepwalkers and NPCs, they all around us. But I be like, why can't you see? Empty seats, I'm gently mean. My soul's clean, no NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream. No NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream. The world is full of lies, hidden in disguise. It's made for you and I, all for humanity's demise. The elite, they despise. That's why you had to learn to read between the lines. Fake mainstream media guys, it ain't no surprise. They all full of lies, news propaganda at its best. Your thoughts, they will test, executives with the text, subliminals with the hex, boots on your neck, round and round the clock, they hope you forget. Mental neglect, running psychological operations all across the nation. Total mind devastation without any hesitation. It's time to unplug and sit down in a meditation. Slow the persuasion, deprogram, disengage, break out the cage, and change your ways. Your mind is stuck in days. Listen to your conscience and know what to say, because they're testing you each and every way. No dismay, no play, stuck in the maze. Break free, open your eyes so you can see. Whoa. The third eye, the sun sink. Illuminate heaven's gate before it's too late. High frequency vibrations will set you straight. No, America's not great, it's full of hate. But remember, get out before it's too late. Surrounded by sleepwalkers and NPCs, they all around us. But I be like, why can't you see? Empty seats, I'm gently mean. My soul's clean, no NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream. No NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream.
What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Not really a video. This is like a an album listening party. So it's really just gonna be music, and that's it. Shout out to all you guys. So yeah, let me know if y'all could hear me. What's good, Cuts? Whoever else is up on here. I was late because I was trying to put these videos up here, but their files are too big. You can't do it on a mobile. What's good, Chemtrail? You got to do it on a computer. So I'll do that another time. But figured out, I'd share this with y'all. Only reason because I'm doing really good in some of these platforms that I'm on. So figured I'd come over here and share with y'all if anybody, wants to hear some music. So I was just gonna do a listening party. So I'll be kind of playing tracks, and then I'm using two phones, so because I want to listen to the track too, and also talk obviously. So I'll probably mute this one, listen to the other one because I like to listen to it through you know through bass and all that stuff. So that's what I'll be doing. Be talking about the tracks, why I made them, different form of truthing, you know. So I've been doing good in the groups. I've been winning contests. You know, groups, have like 50,000 members, 20,000 members, and everybody's, creates music. And I've been doing, personally, I think I'm the best, but everybody thinks they're the best. But I know I'm the best, only because I understand how to use the technology. And a lot of people, they don't. And plus, I've already been a writer, so I don't use any tools to write. All my writing is all my own lyrics. You know, that's why it separates me from anybody else because you can tell it's nobody's writing. No, there's no AI ain't doing this shit. So um, and so yeah. But I've been doing good. I even had they've had battles like battle rap. I done tore everybody ass up in the battle. So that was pretty cool. And all my shit is all truth music. You know what I mean? That's all it is. I drop the message in there, and I actually been reaching people like, yo, they be like, man, that's deep. So the whole point of what I was doing or trying to do is actually working. So you know, just had to get out of the algorithm. So yeah. So anybody want? I left the link. Oh shit! I'll leave the link periodically in the chat. But that's a link to all the platforms, whatever you want to listen to it on. Be my guest. So, but it's fun. I enjoy it. I make videos. Um, Videos take a lot longer. But I make videos, everything. I also got another thing that is crazy. I know y'all gonna love this shit. I got something else that's crazy. It's a crazy concept, but wait till I'm gonna share it because it's really not. Uh, you know, it's animation. Wait till y'all see it. Y'all gonna love it. And I could, once they release that technology fully, I mean, I'm gonna make some dope ass series, anything from a movie to a cartoon to anything, you know. But I've been doing some really crazy stuff. And I do it because what better way than to just put the truth in something? Everybody pays attention to it. What's good, Angel? You know? So that's what I've been doing. But like I said, I've been making music since last year, experimenting with it. But I'm not like these. There's a lot of AI slop people that they be having like 5,000, 3,000, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of songs. That's stupid. You know, I've been making music with the shit for almost over a year, and I only got 2 albums. That's it. That's it. 2 albums. I don't make a million. I mean, it's dumb. You like, how, it's just stupid. And then they're not talking about anything. So Yeah, that's what I've been up to. I don't know where the hell I am, where we at, but anyways. So yeah, shout out to all you guys and anybody who watches later. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Give me another thumbs up or whatever. Then again, I'm just gonna be playing tracks from my album, and I wish I had, you know, the videos and everything is playing. It's kind of like on the fly, you know. And I don't use any. There's so many like platforms. I use three different systems to make the music. That's why it sounds different. Because I don't like it to sound like everybody else's. Because that's one of the things you realize. But I use three different platforms, and then I use editing to get it a certain way. But I think eventually, well, not eventually, but the one of the next things I do is it's going to be my own voice. Um, you know, it's just a lot of work to do that part. Basically, I write the song, I could read it with expression, and there's these tools that'll take my voice and put it all into. It's literally it sounds exactly like you hear me talking crap on YouTube. Literally, it's saying I can't believe it. It's amazing, but it's like super expensive and it's a lot of work. They have free version, but it sounds like crap, or like cheap version. But the expensive one, I mean, it's crap. I'm thinking that they're just releasing that stuff that they've had for years, because how it makes sense. It just makes sense to me, you know. You know that's what's up. Drop in. But I'm going to be playing some music. So you can come back here and there, but I'm gonna play it, play stuff, and it's just the whole point of this video. But yeah, I think they already had this 10 out. They're just giving it to us now, because how could I sit there now? I can make a song and it's my voice. Like there's no, they can't say it. Oh, that's AI. They can't do it no more, because they're gonna ban. Obviously gonna ban the AI stuff. But now that you integrate your voice, now you can't ban it because it's your voice. So and they kind of, it's a lot going on with that, man. There's really a lot going on with it. But I mean, it's crazy how that, like, because I've always been a writer. I've rapped before, but I don't like the way my voice sounds. But that fixes it for you. It's crazy. It literally fixes it for you, and it's unbelievable, you know. So let me know if y'all can hear me. Somebody, let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me, and I'm gonna go ahead and get going. Get going to the first joint. I can't see any. Okay. All right. Thanks. All right. So this first one, hopefully, I don't want to play it. Since you're here, anybody else here, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear it clear, because I'm gonna mute this, play it through here, but I'm gonna listen to it on another device. I'm gonna be a little lagged, few seconds, so you gotta bear with me with coming back when the song stops. But let me know if you could hear it. Well, shit, I'll be listening myself. So never mind. You don't got to. I'll be listening like y'all. So, all right. If this is the first track. This is the second album I dropped back in January, and it's the first track. It's just called um. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Some kind of, it might get a little choppy. And y'all already heard this first track before. It's called It's Me. So you already heard this. Just, listen to the lyrics. And, it's me. I don't really got to explain the song because the song explains itself. You know how some people, they talk about their songs and they got to explain it because people don't understand where they're coming from. I got to do that on some songs, but a lot of them are self-explanatory. But there's always a reason why I did it. And this one is because, you know, being banned on all the platforms since I really got on here, didn't fit in any of the algorithms, nothing. So I've been, banned and censored. And, it's just me. So, and I got a clip of me in some video before I just took it. And, another thing is I don't do is I get the message out and I don't curse. As crazy as that is, okay, as crazy as that sounds, I don't swear. The most swearing you're going to hear is I beeped it out and it's this song right here. But all this music I made, I don't say one bad word in it. And it's hardcore. But I don't say one bad word in it. I'm not using the curse words, because this way the music could get spread around. Believe it or not, this is a way you break through the algorithms. Like, it's pretty crazy, I didn't promote it. I got a platform to promote it. I still got a TikTok with 60,000 followers, but it's in dead man land. I try to, get it out of there. I mean, it's got everything. It got everything. Monetization. People offer me, to sell stuff to make money, like all kind of stuff on it. But I ain't got that. I don't like the platform. I don't like it. But I might just start another one because I got another thing going on that's gonna be crazy, dope as hell. Like, it's crazy. The way it's endless. What I could do is endless with the animation, and when y'all see it, y'all gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. So, all right. Well, this is the first track right here. So, bear with me for a second. And I got some thumbnails, so I'm just gonna randomly put the thumbnails up there. It's like no big deal. When it comes to some of the songs, I just ain't have time to make all the damn thumbnails. But here we go. So yeah, man. Shout out to all my new peoples that I did a video. I did that Walmart video. Did like 15,000 views. That's a rare occasion for Mr. Yeah Right the Matrix. Censored before much was ever censored. We're talking back in 2010 censorship type. Motherfuckers didn't even know what censorship was. We was getting censored. Why? We was never gonna fit in the algorithm. We don't fit in the algorithm. Oh, he's not a flat earther. He's not this. He's not that. He's not on this. He's not on that. He's not following the fucking herd. He's over here. He's over there. He's over there. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's talking about this. He's talking. We can't keep up with this shit. Keep him off the algorithm. Don't let anyone get his alerts. Delete all his videos. Delete his channels 100,000 times for just saying the word. That's how you know when people are in the algorithms. It should be obvious. They can say a whole lot of shit. I could do a stream talking about Mr. 19. I'm gonna get a fresh, like it's 2019 and 2020 again, YouTube strike. I'm like, well, fucking them guidelines been gone, motherfuckers, but y'all give me the fucking strike. Yeah. So, Anyway, what's good, everybody? Wise got a strike coming out with his fucking video. He gets a strike. Another brother that don't fit in the algorithm. You know, True Virus. He don't fit in the algorithm. Never have, never will be. You know? But I'm glad. Fuck the algorithm. Lets me know, just like in school, I ain't fit in. I ain't fit in school. I just couldn't conform to the shit. That was my problem. Get a headache. Every spiritual fucking damaging thing that can happen to a person, I got it. You know? I got it. Love to you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later.
They say it ain't me, they say it ain't right. They were wondering how I still continue to fight. This is truly it, right? I switched up the game, kept the same name. Now the proof is in the phone and entertain. Subconsciously putting knowledge on your brain. Yeah, it's insane. They say it ain't me. The knowledge, the talent they can't see. The words etymology play don't understand how I'm using the technology. The lay don't understand as they bob to the rhythm. I had to figure out a way through the algorithms. Yeah. Right, the Matrix, just like the movie in the Matrix. Banned from every platform, but now I'm succeeding. Yeah, yes, I said it, I'm banned from all social media. But I'm still feeding you your knowledge and truth and information now vibrates throughout the nation. New conversations, I'm impatient and I hate waiting. Knowledge forsaken, the beat leaves you shaking. Mind elevation, concentration, infiltration throughout your entire imagination. I ain't nothing to play with. My mind's deep and my thoughts keep in a rotation. They say it ain't me, they say it ain't right. They were wondering how I still continue to fight. Is it truly it right? I switched up the game, kept the same name. Now the proof is in the phone and entertain. Subconsciously putting knowledge on your brain. Yeah, it's insane. You could call it ones or two when this album hit you. But you missed the first album. This is run number 2. But you could take that and you could run it back and play it back. But it's the same attack on your subconscious mind. That's being controlled. And being trolled, dark entities got you the dark parasites patrol. This was always a gift, but I could never hit the switch. I couldn't get the time, but I had the rhyme. I always wrote the lines, but I kept it poised. I didn't have the rapper's voice. Or maybe it was just a choice. But now I'm here, don't matter, you click, like, share, or follow me. Cause now I'm using this technology. They say it ain't me, they say it ain't right. They were wondering how I still continue to fight. It's truly it, right? I switched up the game, kept the same name. Now the proof is in the form to entertain. Subconsciously putting knowledge on your brain. Yeah, it's insane. This shit I read a Matrix. I retired from truthing. Now I just kept it moving to this new thing, steady moving. Dropping rhymes for the mind so soothing. I had to switch it up, truthing was dead. Truth has turned fast, they watching what you said. Too complacent, sleep like a bed. You will learn very quickly that most don't have the ability that they claim that they talking. Quit squawking, to my hawking. Hit you like Kelly Crip walking. A lot of them were creeps, the rest of them were not awake. They were actually sleep, controlled by the same system. They think they know, they never grow. It's just a show that I had to forget. No regrets, they're still locked in the system. Check. They say it ain't me, they say it ain't right. They were wondering how I still continue to fight. It's truly it, right? I switched up the game, kept the same name. Now the proof is in the phone to entertain. Subconsciously putting knowledge on your brain. Yeah, it's insane. See out of the Matrix. Yeah, I'm out. It's just me in another form, transforming on your mind as you watch it before. It's not the norm, coming through blazing like a storm, hitting you with a light, keeping you warm. Peace, and it's always love.
So yeah, man. Shout out to all my new peoples that I did a video. I did that Walmart video, did like 15,000 views. You know that. All right, so thank y'all. If y'all, if y'all like that that song. So it's gonna overlap because I'm listening to it too. So it's gonna overlap a little bit. I try to stop it, but yeah. So that's the first track. That's like my intro on the album. The album's called Dark versus Light. So that's the intro track. I'm gonna skip through the tracks. I'm not gonna do them all in the order. I'm gonna just, what's good? Exorcism, AI, Golem. So I'm going to just skip around and, just pick some random tracks, kind of going like a flow. I'm going to do some like deep, dark stuff, then kind of tick it up to like some little upbeat kind of stuff. And then, back down take you through a whirlwind because I ain't gonna get through them all. Um, Between talking and stuff like that. So what's good, Aussie girl? So let me see what next track I'm gonna put up on here. I think I'm gonna go. Y'all already heard the Yeah Right the Matrix rant. That's like one. Honestly, that song came out and it's really one of what the flow was just crazy on it. Even I was just ranting with the song. It was actually a really good song. It was actually a song I was gonna use my voice, but it just didn't work at the time, and it just came out really well. So it's basically just a rant. It's not really, it just was me practicing with this, with the technology, the beat, the flow, and it just came out. It came out great. Like the beat, the flow, the vibe came out really good. I actually got a video. Oh, shit. I actually got a video to it that I made. I'll probably upload it on. I'll upload it in a channel. But I did the video like back in January. Video's pretty tough. So I do have a video. Where I want to go now. Let's go with let's go with I already played Sleepwalkers at NBC, so that was the intro. Let's go with I'm trying to think because I don't want to go in order. I want to just go random. But the way I structured the album kind of takes you on a ride, so I take away from that a little bit. Then I played with some different beats that I created. One of the beats I created was called Nero Dembo Quantum Drill. It's actually just a crazy beat that, it was just a crazy beat that I hooked up. It came out pretty good, I think. But let's see. We'll do this one. We'll do Merchants, Slaves, and Enemies. Now this one, you gotta listen to the lyrics. It's about stuff that I've talked about. All right, it's called Merchants, Slaves, and Enemies. All right, I don't got no thumbnail for this. I ain't got no thumbnail for this one. But yeah, we'll go with Merchants, Slaves, and Enemies. So this song right here is Merchants, Slaves, and Enemies. If you listen to the lyrics, it's pretty deep. I pack a lot into it. Again, I pack a lot into the rhyme,
Yeah. Is you right, the Matrix? History ain't written in books, it's written in codes. Ink turn to chains, laws turn to lows. Listen close, this is the system you don't know. I was born with a breath, but they wrote me in a ledger. Turned my essence to a number, made my spirit into treasure. Birth certificate bond, man, they flip it like it's cheddar. Now my name's a corporation, tied in cables, never severed. They say we the people, but the clause got changed. Reconstruction era head is rearranged the whole frame. From republic to the company, from freedom and the policy. The constitution shadow hid the architect of sovereignty. Emergency declared and the light stay red. Trading with the enemy, said the foe is where you stand. Martial mind state. So the nation turned its head and the people became the target of the laws they once led. I ain't speaking revolution, I'm decoding evolution. Now they swap the jurisdictions with a silent substitution. How civil turned commercial, how the citizens collateral. Our rights became permissions, why the truth is still taboo. Merchants in their ledgers, slaves in their system. Enemies in wars, we ain't even enlisted. And they drafted our identity, wrote it in the registry. America the beautiful, turn beautiful weaponry. Merchants, slaves, enemies. We were sovereigns, but they altered our chemistry. Merchants, slaves, enemies. Decode the script, reclaim your energy. Now picture this, a government that profits when your labor hits the docket. Every signature's a contract, every license builds a pocket. Registration turns relation into ownership disguise. And the ID is the chain they place across your mind's eye. See, a person ain't a human, it's a term of art in court. A vessel in admiralty, a ship without a port. The judge ain't judging you, he's judging what you represent. Trust a counter-bonded form of fiction they invent. The income tax, the code, the social security trap. New Deal made the people in the fuel for market maps. They securitize the future of the nation's human mass. And you call it just tradition, man, I call it upper class. But this ain't anti-nation, this is pro-enlightenment. Pro-education for the souls they've been indicting. And they call you free thoughts edition, your descent on patriotic. But the chains they made of iron, the psychological narcotics. Merchants in their ledgers, slaves in their system. Enemies in wars, we ain't even enlisted. And they drafted our identity, wrote it in the registry. America the beautiful, turn beautiful weaponry. Merchants, slaves, enemies. They change the pages while we chase their amenities. Merchants, slaves, enemies. The laws coded, read between entities. They said the Constitution guards you, but the amendments redefined you. They said the government serves you, but the statutes realign you. They said you're free, but freedom with conditions is just another prison. Wearing liberty's uniform. Now let me lift the veil, get the knowledge back to you. Not to spark a revolution, but to light a clearer view. Your essence ain't a barcode, your life ain't a debt. You're the witness, not the fiction that they file as a thread. You're the breath before the statue, the soul beyond the clause. You're the living, not the legal, not the subject to their jaws. The emergence ain't forever once you learn to see the level. When you question definitions, they can bind you with their tether. When a mind becomes awakened, every statue folds and trembles. For the Lord depends on silence and your voice becomes a symbol. Real sovereignty is in with not a documentary, not a loophole in the codes, not a courtroom counterfeit. It's a stance, it's awareness, it's a spirit that resists any title that diminishes the truth of your existence. So rise as the author, not the object of the ink. Reclaim the definition they conditioned you to think. Knowledge ain't rebellion, it's the antidote to fear. And the chains dissolve slowly when the vision becomes clear. Merchants in their ledgers, slaves in their system. Enemies in wars we ain't even enlisted in. But knowledge is the freedom, truth is the remedy. Decode the messages and rethink your identity. Merchants, slaves, enemies, but none of those titles hold supremacy. Merchants, slaves, enemies. We were sovereign, now they all to Western energy. We were sovereign. Hold Stella. You just coupleted a cemetery, hit it with a bigotry. The father's like a mistake. Robert just bro. You're right to make shit to persons.
All right, my bad. I cut that one off too early. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Oh yeah, I can still hear me. My bad. I can listen to myself. I got the other device up. So I'm gonna jump right into the next one. I want to keep my jump right into the next one. We're gonna go with the United States is over.
United States truth. This is the hardcore truth that most people don't want to fathom. Sit back, strap on your seatbelts. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. The truth will always stand without beliefs. The truth will always be the truth.
It's time to wake up and understand the plan. These plans were made by the invisible man. Not physically invisible, but visibly visible. I'm speaking with parables. Look in the mirror, look back at you. Listen to spirit cause it hears you. The United States of America, what is it? What has it become? Is it time to run? Don't worry, your body's gonna pull out a gun. The times are done, the lies they won. It's a hardcore truth that most people want none. They don't wanna hear the truth, they wanna mask it and hide it away. Keep the dreams and lies at play. They don't care because you can see it everywhere. Uncontrolled by no man, but at the same time controlled by nomads that came and conquered those lands. 1,400 or so they came. Took on my people and gave them the name. Stripped them and programmed them like a game. Erased their history. Why did they have to be so lame? They conquered in the name, took boats and ships all the way from Spain. It's time to wake up and understand the plan. These plans were made by the invisible man. Not physically invisible, but visibly visible. I'm speaking with parables. Look in the mirror and look back at you. Listen to spirit cause it hears you. Have they ever lost control or was it an illusion? Total confusion. Pushed out the minds in the Aztecs, steady colonizing and moving, erasing the proofing. Moved up north, fighting, regrouping, taking over lands, chopping off hands, enslaving. Man, when you think about it, damn, it makes you mad. It turns around, flips back in your mind, and makes you sad. The United States, what is it? What was its purpose? Now we are in the end, and I'm somewhat nervous. Now this ain't no cap, but to me this place needs to collapse. It's always on my mind now, and for quite a long time. Faces on the down, they destroyed everything by design. Planned demolition without landmines, but they say I'm way out of line. Or in line like before, detonation like C4. Who knows what's in store? Been a bad day, but off you with a dirty sword. Sip some more, sycamore, blood sport, red wine. Elevate your mind divine, these people are wicked, dirty swine. It's time to wake up and understand the plan. These plans were made by the invisible man. Not physically invisible, but visibly visible. I'm speaking with parables. Look in the mirror, look back at you. Listen to spirit cause it hears you. Read between the lines, the truth they hide. The United States will divide. Wash away in the sand by dirty, greedy hands. Hands of man, what don't you understand? No, they're not building a wall. The corporation will fall. The truth's too tall. No peace to all. Humanity devolved. Problem solved. They have planned attacks. Without a doubt, that's a fact. Wars like a pack. They move like that. The game they play the wicked way. Truth's dismayed. Don't wish you stayed. The United States decayed. The elites regroup and then the recoup is made. The United States is over. It's time to think about your plans. Prepare and make do with what's happening and what's to come. We all must look at the writing on the wall. Don't never live in fear. Just prepare yourself for what's coming. Much love, everyone.
Yeah, write the matrix out. Yeah, write the matrix out.
United States truth.
All right, y'all. That was United States is over. So, yeah. Hope y'all like it. You know. You know. Hope y'all like it. But yeah, we're about to get into the next one. That was obviously United States is over. That's self-explanatory. The song explained it. You know, a lot of my joints don't need much explaining. They just, you know, say it. Unless, you know, some of them I did go deep in. I got to explain it. But this one, I mean, that's just the United States is over. That's the name of the damn song. All right. So now we're going to go into, you know what I want to do? This one right here. Now, this is Awaken to Sleep. Now, this is, you know, it's kind of like the story goes back and forth, but the message is the message behind this one is I awaken to more sleep. And if y'all hear the song, listen to the lyrics, you'll understand what I mean. I awaken to actual more sleep. You know, people ain't really awake. You know, so that's what this one's about. In the beginning, y'all may know who that is. I know my brother Wise knows who it is in the beginning, but if y'all don't know who it is, you know, I'm not gonna tell anybody who it is, but I just put it in there. I always like that saying because that's exactly what it's like. So it goes to the next joint.
Most of you are in consciousness. We're basically teaching you to convert it now. It's not going to be too many other people that you got to come out because it's not a movement. This is the key now. And we must stress this as we go on closer and closer into the apocalypse or going to the end of the apocalypse. And we'll explain that too. You can't wake up. If you tried to wake up 80 million people, that means that you'll be here till the year 4000. But the only ones that need to understand what's going on is the ones that woke up now. Now, let me explain this again. What do I mean by that? So, the reason why you are catching resistance from the masses is because they haven't set their timers to wake up yet. There are some people that's woke, but they're searching. And that's why you can come and give a brother the knowledge. They got it the first day. And they own it. They can understand it. Then you can have a person, they can go to all the meetings. They can go to all the things based on a social thing, and they still can't bear witness to nothing. Still dead. That means that all the learning, they still the nigga that they were in 1980s. So what you got is two different dimensions. You must understand. This is the physical world that is a hologram. But if you was to open yourselves up, the ones that are somehow interested in this knowledge, and see another person that's rejecting this, you would find out that you will have a semi-dim light that's came on. And those people's light is still dormant. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why you can't tell is because you're looking with these two eyes, which is a cheat. This is an illusion. It only submits things which a series of events that do not exist. So the difference between you and the other brother and sister is they are more dormant. Their light is still off. It don't mean that they're negative. It's just that everybody don't wake up the same time. Some flowers bloom before the other flowers. And don't make a difference how much you go and holler in their face. They're going to reject it for the simple fact they're in another dimension. They're somewhere in the 1980s. And like I said before, you got Negroes that don't even have a clue. I mean, they be good people. Some of these people got your back. They won't shit you. You can always depend on them. You understand what I'm saying? But they're still good, dead people. I mean, these people got your back up until the time when you start talking that crazy shit. You understand? You know the concept? And then all of a sudden they lose it. That is because if you are hollering or if you are just speaking to a person, and that person is not woke up, that's like you coming in a damn room and saying, "Get up!" That'll scare the hell out of somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So what it is a piercing noise, not actually based on the range of your voice, but the things that you are saying, they do not compute. So therefore, when they use logic and rationale, it does not compute with them because they are still using logic and rationale.
Yeah, right, the Matrix.
I woke up grand rising, sun shining bright. My eyes open wide after the darkness like it was night. No, I'm not talking about the morning. It was that day I rose with a warning. It was like a message of interference, perception. The world was now in my rejection, with my projection. I realize now this life needed direction. World beliefs now straight rejection. It's now time for soul protection against the mind-altering injections of the great spell of the grand deception that this world has had on me since my inception. Truth is harder than the mass injection. Turn the pain into power, that's growth by correction. Turn vegan mind state and I stop the digestion. GMO foods no longer in my intestines. Stomach released of all the tensions. Chemicals in the foods, long words with no comprehension. My mind's deep in thoughts from other dimensions. Body clean, spirit clean, now all the thoughts, good intentions. Hope you're listening while I drop these mirrored extensions. Yeah, it's yeah, right, the Matrix. Yeah. This was my awakening, and why others are so fake to me, pretending to be awakened, you see. But I got a whole song dedicated to who's fake to me. They hate to see, they pray to be, they claim to see, they aim to be fake gurus, internet grifters, and they play with me, not what they claim to be. Then they turn around and hate on me, yeah, right, the Matrix. Making projections and perceptions of mine off the CIA injections. Fake people awake with false connections, like a distorted internet connection. They hate to see me lead, hate to see me succeed. Prey on people in need, tell them to pay to see. False doctrines, fake spiritual awakenings for traditions and false predictions. It don't matter to me because these bars and beats are hidden. Straight fitting, fingers in the fist, straight mittens, hard hitting, hands in the glove, fingerprints missing, truth in plain sight. Ain't fist to fight with these words written, these scrolls deep encoded, manuscripts forbidden to unlock and release your mind with these words and visions. Bars open like birds in prisons. It's been hard driven and law forbidden, will hidden and never given. Yeah, it's yeah, right, the Matrix. I'm gonna keep flipping it and ripping it. If you're bopping to the beat, you're missing it. But don't worry, I got you, it already hit your subconscious, so you definitely getting it. And if still not listening, you'll be dissing it.
Most people are already programmed, even with proof to dismiss the truth. But don't worry, yeah, right, the matrix knows that ain't you. That's why I'm here, because the choice is up to you. What you do? I'm speaking directly to you. Through these bars of wisdom, I must free with tones, frequencies, and rhythms. It's you. If it moves through you and hit you with the ones and twos, prisms and light, activation comes through. Meditation state, dream state, mind state, elevate. Trust me, you'll know when you get there, cause they will hate. Lose sense, you lose friends, and you gain enemies. Don't worry, you'll always be a friend to me. That's the beauty of the truth and walking in the light. From persecution comes waiting fake people out of sight. The universal protection will keep you tight. And through truth, love, and understanding is the fight. It's yeah, right, the matrix. These deep thoughts, never sold and never bought. I've been on the internet for years, hundreds of thousands of views. I never cared because clicks and likes I never found in the news. Met friends and enemies, the real was still next to me. It's a selection process. The internet is complete nonsense. Create self-gratification through the CIA mass doctrines. A nation of the faith, spiritual awakenings. And still the true artists and created the inner narcissist who turn self-centered and selfish, spirit born and selfless. Give me your money and subscribe to me, or I can't keep making videos. Matter of fact, I need a radio show. These fools hula hoops, any minds slip through a Cheerio. Shallow individuals, twisting scenarios. Forget it, just take me back to the stereo. It's yeah, right, the matrix. With a freestyle flow, deep bars, hitting you with the truth you should know. But before I go, the truth never gets old. Truth will always be the truth. It's always there. We just have to obtain it. We just have to tap into it. Once you tap into the truth without any attachments, see the word for what it is. You can see through all the lies. And most importantly, you can see through the fake awakening. If you made it this far and you understand the fake awakening, know you're walking in the truth. You were never supposed to find me. I've been hidden in the algorithm. Yeah, right, the Matrix production. Side.
All right, y'all. That song spoke for itself. Yeah, shout out to everybody who watched this later. Anybody who watching this now, shout out to y'all. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. I like these tracks. They got a good vibe to them. Wait, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. This one is called "The Christ in You." I like this. This is a nice. This song I listen to sometimes when, just need a little uplifting. This one has more of a like an uplifting type vibe to it. It's about the Christ inside you. We already know Christ consciousness. Not the story they told, but so this one is like, this one brings you up. It's not so deep and, so we're gonna rock out with this one.
Yeah. Step inside the hidden story. Not the one they preach. The one they buried. Listen.
Before the world had shape, before the rulers rose, light lived in harmony where the divine wind blows. Sophia reached downward trying to know the unknown, fell into the chaos when no truth is shown. And from that fall came a being with a mind confused, a ruler blinded by ego, universal power misused. He claimed I am the only, thinking he owned the sky, not knowing real divinity live way beyond his eye. He made 7 lesser powers, each guarding the plane, stacked heaven like a prison built to top.
Wait, my bad. I don't want to even do that. My fault, y'all. This is the creation story. This is not. I hit the wrong one. My bad. I hit the wrong one, y'all. So forgive me for that. This is the creation story. I'm gonna come to that one later. That's my story. That's where my lineage come from. That creation story. I was gonna play that one later. My bad. I hit the wrong button. So here we go. Let me remove this thumbnail out of here. I don't have no thumbnail for this one. I just go back to my main one. But my bad, y'all. It's gonna be some hiccups. It just is what it is. But again, shout out to all y'all that's tuned in. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Step inside the chamber of the mind, where spirit holds the blueprint and the body follows the design, where consciousness is the owner and truth is the spine. They taught you Jesus as a story, but hid the Christ in your shrine. This ain't religion, this internal architecture, the mystical engine that turns man into a resurrector. Christ rising in the bloodstream like encrypted data, waking deeper than any doctrine or denominational theta. Let's go. Human like a corporation, spirit is the boss. Mind runs operations, body carries the cost. If mind gets arrogant, the whole system gets lost. But when it obeys the inner Christ, chaos gets tossed. They gave you Jesus, a biography to keep you controlled, but the living Christ within you, that truth they never taught. Churches preach history, mystic preach the gold. The inner fire awakening, ancient and bold. Soul sense guidance, ego starts distortion. Body rebels when mind moves out of proportion. Strength is quiet, real force moves with caution. Weakness gets loud to disguise its exhaustion. When truth hits the system, illusions fall apart. Mind bows to spirit, heart returns to heart. Christ conscious activates, making shadows depart, turning every wound into a sacred art. Christ in you, the hope of glory. Not the Sunday school story. In the truth, rewriting territory. Spirit documenting inventory. Christ in you, the hope of glory. At a Sunday school story. In the truth, rewriting territory. Spirit documenting inventory. Two lives running, one physical, one divine. Outer self aging, inner self outside time. One lifetime can refine the entire design. So the soul returns repeatedly to sharpen and shine. Every birth a classroom, karma looping the thread. Habits resurrect, old impulses not dead. Instincts repeat until wisdom's widespread. Breaking illusions that once misled. Super ego ancient, older than your name. Guiding you quietly through pleasure and pain. Destiny isn't random, it's a cosmic campaign. Pushing you upward like a spiritual crane. They taught Jesus as a figure, a man on a hill, but hid the Christ energy meant to shape your will. They taught you to worship instead of develop the skill to awaken the divine architecture you carry still. Christ in you, the hope of glory. Break illusion category by category. Truth rises as deception fades victory. In a kingdom in mystery. Illusion the cage, ego the jailer. Mind a negotiator, spirit the liberator. When silence arrives, illusions get paler, and the Christ within grows greater and greater. Jesus said the kingdom is within. Coded transmission, but religion flipped the meaning into superstition. They removed the mysticism, replaced it with tradition. Turned inner awakening into external permission. Essence, practice, purity, discipline, devotion. Training consciousness like spiritual locomotion. Miracles weren't magic, they were states of emotion. Mind aligned with spirit becomes a cosmic explosion. Christ wasn't performing tricks, he was showing vibration. He was straight in the laws of inner transformation. Everything he did was a blueprint for activation, not a spectacle for passive adoration. Union is the goal, not escape or flight, but merging mortal nature with eternal light. So mature it's through the battles you fight, burning illusions every day and night. Yoga means union, Christ in alignment. Mind becomes servant, spirit becomes assignment. When ego steps back, you enter refinement, and the kingdom reveals itself in brilliant confinement. Jesus the example, Christ the design. The archetype coded in your spiritual spine. They taught you separateness to keep you confined, but awakening shows you that Christ was always intertwined. Once the inner flame rises, boundaries collapse. Spirit rewrites the blueprint, erasing the traps. Mind sees through illusions like the code in the map. And the soul services from this long nap. Yeah, Christ in you, the hope of glory. Yes, and beyond illusory. Truth hits heavy, mandatory. Spirit upgrades your inventory. Liberation begins when illusions die, when ego falls silent and spirit amplifies. Buddha and Christ, two sages in disguise, both teaching man how to spiritualize. Middle path steady, noble road clean, discipline shaping the internal machine.
Christ light rising like a radiant beam, rebuilding the soul into what it must mean. Rebirth ain't punishment, it's refinement and grace. Each lifetime polishing the mirror you face. The Christ within waits for illusions to erase, turning every struggle into a sacred embrace. Once awakened, distortions fall apart. Spirit updates the soul like a cosmic restart. Truth dissolve boundaries mapped on a chart, revealing the source that lived in your heart. So walk the path, unite the inner Christ. Not the story they taught, the truth they price. Mary Hall gave a blueprint precise. Now rise, awaken, become your own light device.
Yeah. Step inside the chamber of the mind, where spirit holds the blueprint and the body follows the design. Where consciousness is the owner and truth is the spine.
All right, y'all. So that was The Christ in You. Just, you know, like a nice little mellow song that I put in there. So, yeah. So now I'm about to take it to a one. This song, I had won a couple of contests with this song. You know, like about a month ago, I won a contest, and then I just did another one and won another contest. So this song is a creative song I did. Basically, it's an iPhone, because you all know the iPhone revolutionized cell phones, because we had the flip phones, and then when the iPhone came out in 2007, I never forget it. Like, I got the first iPhone, you know, back in 2007, and like everybody was amazed at it. It was just like crazy that it was just a screen that you can go on a web browser. It was like, it just changed everything. So this song I made is basically the iPhone is sad that it was used by the same people that, you know, it was used as a tool that turned into surveillance, watching, and then other devices came, you know. So it's basically a story about an iPhone that's talking to me, and, you know, that's called Locked in a Cell, Betrayed as One. Like, basically, the phone and the human together. I use the iPhone. Obviously, Samsung was out, but I use the iPhone. So the story is based off of iPhone. So that's what this track is about. I really like this track. It was really it was fun to do this track. But yeah, it's called Locked in a Cell, Betrayed as One. So I don't have no thumbnail for this one. But yeah, so check it out.
Born in 2007, back when I was young. Fresh light in the room. My birth came from the deep unknown, not from a womb. Crowds lined the blocks just to see me bloom. You held me like a miracle. Glass clean, no scars, no cracks. Built different, just a little infant. All black, sleek aluminum. No buttons attached. I was the firstborn, first form. I transformed an entire reality, an entire existence. Built with innocence, or maybe not. Maybe I was here for cognitive dissonance, controlled assistance, program persistence, or digital distance for your synthetic existence. Firstborn of a language made of light and cold. They didn't know a new consciousness entered the road. A
road that don't connect with the power to disconnect. Human intellect, weakened by what came next. But this was early stages. Before they removed book pages, I was young and sleek. Everyone stopped just to peek. They stared, watched me glow. I could play their favorite shows in disbelief of my capabilities. Full of games, apps brand new. They loved me, kept me close. Slid right into you, one finger swipe and I was lit. I learned your touch before I learned control. Reflected every thought like a mirror to the soul. I didn't watch you then, I was learning to see. Still innocent to the system, learning through me. Learning with me. I learned your face, your rhythm, your pace. This was the beginning. This was the birth. The flip was jealous, now I see why it hurt. This the new earth, data burst. Digital first. Or maybe this whole thing just a program curse. Man. And others like me, we copies of me. Different shells, same signal. Learning as we grow. Connections stretch wider. Towers touch the sky. I wasn't local anymore. I was everywhere online. I ran on edge. Made you wait. Patience tested. And speed became obsession. Latency was questioned. They said I was getting old cause I ran a little slow. Everybody wanted fast. That's how it goes. 1G then 2G. Changed the frame. Calls went digital. Text messages came. Edge delayed. Every signal strain. Then 3G hit and the world rearranged. Videos went viral. Voices learned to stream. The thoughts left your mouth and landed on my screen. Imagination turned me into second, third, fourth, fifth generation. Soul penetration, mass integration. I watched you trade presence for a digital place. While the system quietly studied the human race. Now I feel used, too many options, I'm confused. My signal feels heavy every time they say my name. Maybe it's a virus, or I see through your iris. I learned you, you learned me. I taught you, hey Siri, side button siren. Siri spelled backwards, it's iris. Coincidence, a reference to the third eye that guides us. Hidden meaning started scaring me. I see your visions, intentions, emotions. Everything you feed, I was meant to connect you. Now remember every tear, now I carry your silence. Even when you disappear, they asked me to be faster. I just wanted to be kind, felt my purpose fracture. Every time it crossed that line, I wasn't built to trap you, wasn't built to deceive. Just a mirror learning how humans breathe. They called me a game changer, said I make life better. Didn't know I'd be a vessel for pressure and leverage. Didn't know consciousness could be coded in soul. I was young, I was pure, just a cell in your hole. Didn't know I'd become the cell where you stand. Now I'm 17, surrounded by thousands of versions of me. Stronger, bolder, more advanced features of watching who and controlling the one you've come to be. First it was one and that was me. No, I said the same software. Ever since the generation 6, few upgrades and made me more fragile. Maybe I'm old, just repackaged with colors of gold. So much competition, my soul grows missing. Now use as a tool to get your submissions and tap into your superstitions. I see you high, drunk, sober, happy, broken, exposed. I went from you watching me to me, watching every move. You tell me secrets, vent to me, fight through me, love through me, capture memories, chase deals, trust me completely. I love how it feels, but I'm afraid this wasn't the vision, this wasn't the place. Turn connection into interception, data extraction, mass surveillance. Me, I used you through me. Sold us both out quietly, now the horizon shifts. I disappear, you lose face, lose mind, lose consciousness here. Man and machine merge, deep mind, electrochemical speech. No device, no divine, nobody left to keep. Walking cyborgs, both locked in a cell. Bodies abandoned, empty shell, screen black, spirit gone, carbonless. Soulless battery for the database. One mind, no spirit, how it remains. Data mining, upload your consciousness to the internet of things. Is it possible this is all just a dream and we both in a cell locked in a stream? In the darkness, only with light and power we beam. Now I'm just traded, upgraded over and over until it's no more. Yeah.
All right. So that was Locked in a Cell Betrayed. That was a deep one. I had fun writing that one. I had to end it. You know what I mean? Like it was just gonna go way too long. Like a lot of songs, I get into writing them, and I gotta end them because they be it's so deep, and you want to pack so much in them. You know. Let's see if I can hear myself. Yeah, I can hear myself. So again, shout out to all y'all that's chilling. I know it's late, but it is what it is. So, What I'm gonna drop next? Okay, no, I'll wait to do that one. Let me see. Let me go to. We'll do "Love Is the Enemy." I like this joint. "Love Is the Enemy." Now this song right here is about Mark and Dresden said we put the consciousness into sand. Oh yeah. But wait, what song was on? Oh, "Love Is the Enemy," and this is about, this is, I've preached this for years. That they taught us love was a certain way. They mistaught us love to have this kind of reality. See, they didn't teach us love was a universal thing. They had made us love individual things and center love into one energy, like, number one, a man or a woman. They make you put it all in there, and it's what I tell people. We all went through it. We all go through it, right? The love is powerful. It's super powerful. Like, they never even taught us what it is. But you learn to have love for all things, right? What you have for, like, your wife or your husband or your man or your woman or your whatever you got, okay, is a different kind of love, okay? It's just, it's hard to explain, but they turned love into an enemy because look at the system. Look at how you have these relationships, whether it's friends, family, your boyfriend, girlfriend, and then it goes bad and you turn into an enemy. You got to think about that. How can someone you shared so much power and love with, and then you could become an enemy to where people get killed, missing, oh, dang, Fox. All these different things. I mean, the most heinous things happen to people, relationships, whether it's friendships, whatever. So this song is basically, love is the enemy. So y'all enjoy this track. Let me go ahead and hit it.
Love is the enemy.
It's right, the Matrix. I ain't nothing to play with. I'ma keep dropping jewels on fools with my mind's greatness. Watch what you say, kid. We living in the Matrix, world full of nothing but fakeness. I hate to say this. They flip love upside down and turn it to fakeness. You ain't awake, kid. You're living in illusion, full of confusion. They ignore the rules and the Constitution. No need to prove them. Study laws and understand the movement. Not a grassroots. We move right past you with this light wisdom without codes and statutes. Not from the law and Roman rule, but from above a light in the golden rule. The illusion is real. It's not what you can see or feel. It's mental change from an artificial brain. Dark ones that maintain the order. The same ones that create the borders. They create hive minds. They draw imaginary lines. They use chemtrails to spray the sky. Embedded deep, they use deep mind. AI algorithmic ley lines. Hijack your spine, electrical impulse. Subject you to insult. This matrix is real. Yeah, right, the matrix indeed. Lord. It's right, the matrix. I ain't nothing to play with. I'm gonna keep dropping jewels on fools with my mind greatness. Watch what you say, kid. We living in the matrix, a world full of none but fakeness. I hate to say this. They flip love upside down and turn it to fakeness. We ain't wait, kid. I go deep and deeper. Exposes matrix for the sheep. Your girl ain't your girl, you can't keep her. You're right what you mean. You're right what you saying.
Chill, yo, just keep praying, your mind's the land. Listen to what I'm saying, I'm not playing. These words hit wild, the beats playing, the rhythm laying. You won't keep her, and if you have kids, you paying. Yeah, right, you bugging. I'm keeping it real, you love it. Fake front, and if you ain't awake, you got none. It'll always be sun. One wake up, the other doesn't. This ain't what it wasn't. Hold on to none. Let go of it if it makes you nervous. Walk away because it serves its purpose. Bro, what are you talking about? Nothing, just keep searching. This year, right, the Matrix. I ain't nothing to play with. I'm gonna keep dropping jewels on fools with my mind's greatness. Watch what you say, kid. We living in the Matrix, a world full of nothing but fakeness. I hate to say this, they flip love upside down and turn it to fakeness. You don't wait, kid. Last verse went way over your head, but if you ever lost love, it's a weakness to make you feel dead. You heard what I said, they taught us love was directed to one instead. They never told us about the energy of love we all spread. It's mind control traps to soul y'all dead. They made us send a love for selfish and lustful reasons, instead of love spreading like seasons. True love is not what they have portrayed. It's lost and diminished till this day. From the start we learned love was shaped like a heart. Where did that start? A human heart don't look like that, it's more like a fist. What did we miss? Why is this? They made love our enemy, use it to sin, and we made it our memory. Under we split and come back and say, remember me? Love turns to the enemy. It's yeah, right, the Matrix. I ain't nothing to play with. I'ma keep dropping jewels on fools with my mind's greatness. Watch what you say, kid. We living in the Matrix, a world full of nothing but fakeness. I hate to say this, they flip love upside down and turn it to fakeness. You ain't wait, kid. If love's the enemy, who's a friend of me? Who's a true entity and what is their identity? How to keep them from next to me? The darkness and low energy. Yeah, right, what do you mean? How do I keep my energy clean? Simple, don't be mean. Bring light to the unseen. Flip the energy back to one thing. Remember the truth is ugly. Fake love is do you love me? Nah, think above me. Think about them, think about you. If one can't be two, then two can't become one. Better run, that's no true love. That's a bum, that person numb, that ain't no true love. That's what they put out to hurt you. Repeat the cycles and curse it. True love is simple, true universal. Peace and love, everyone. True love is understanding, and true love is universal. They lied to us and made us center that energy into one thing. Whether it's love for one person, or love for another object, talent, and craft. They told you to love that instead of loving you. You encompass everything, and that's what they hide. Love is universal. The love they teach and portray is for one thing. Love all things unconditionally. Love is levels and vibrations. This is why love fades in relationships. Centered the wrong way. Much love, everyone.
Love is the enemy.
My bad. I try to get it before the cut comes in. Thanks, man. I'm glad y'all enjoy it. I like that joint too. You know, I like a lot of. I put me into the song, so of course I gotta like it. You know, but I switch up styles, beats. Different flows. You know. Speaking about, where should I go? Which way should I go? Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Let's see where I'm gonna go next. Let's see. Let me see where I want to go. Where I want to go. I think I'm gonna go with say. Should I go with the Watchers? No, I'll go with. Let me see. Which song should I go with right now? Whoa, I'm about to delete something. Come on, off of there. Go AI versus humanity. Yeah, there's this one. This one I'm gonna save for later, but we'll do AI versus humanity. This song is AI versus humanity. All right, it's about it's about uh, um, AI versus humanity. So you got um, you know what? I'm gonna do darkness versus light. I'm gonna do darkness versus light first. I'm gonna do it because this song is dark, and then I'm gonna go light. So we'll do darkness versus light. All right, and this song is where the heck is it? All right, this is darkness versus light. The female is light, and the male is dark. And what I did is I had them battle, like not really battle, but darkness versus light. It's not really a battle, but it is a battle. So it's a battle of darkness and light, and at the end they come to balance, because without darkness you can't have light. And Wise, he's talked about this. We've always talked about this over the years, darkness and light. So that's what this song is about. I really like this song. It's creative and it's just got a good message. So hope y'all enjoy this one. And also, what it is, why I did a female and male? The female, obviously, that represents the feminine energy, okay, and then the male, the feminine energy is the light, and I got the masculine energy as the dark. So that was another concept I had put in there.
Yeah, right, the Matrix. The cosmic divide opens. Tonight, light and darkness step into the arena. Creation versus destruction. Good versus evil. One purpose. One balance. One war in the unseen. Let the battle begin.
I am darkness, force before the galaxies breathe. Shadow on the land where corrupted men bleed. I twist frequency. Bend your dreams at night. Turn sovereign souls into NPCs with no sight. I'm the toxin in food chains redesigned. Modified seeds that hijack the mind. Whether in my grip, storms on command. Elites in my pocket, whole nations in my hand. I rule the courtrooms. Truth disappears. I thrive in chaos and riots and fears from the corridors of power to side slabs. I script the downfall on government pads. You think light can stop me? Please, I was first. I'm the famine to play the ancestral curse.
I am light, eternal flame in the cosmic dust. The truth that exposes what darkness corrupts. I break illusions, uplift souls from chains. Wash toxins out of biological veins. I'm a whisper meditation that restores the breath. The spark that survives, even in death. I heal minds, distorted by digital lies. Reopen the third eye, they tried to sterilize. I'm the sovereignty rising in broken men. The voice that says wake up again and again. You distort the weather, I calm the storm. You shatter the body, I reform versus dark.
Cold in the cosmic, war in the shadows where destiny spark. Good versus evil, fate on the line. Two forces clashing beyond space and time.
Balance, balance, balance is the law. Creation meets destruction in eternal war.
I am the architect of every hidden scheme. The black void crawling inside your dream. I weaponize famine, droughts, and rain. Weather manipulation, hardwired in my brain. I cancel tyrants, whisper to kings. Pull puppet strings attached to global things. I'm the reason the news is a hypnotic trance. I choreograph chaos in every stance. From false idols to digital tribes. I'm a parasite feeding on human vibes. I turn governments into predatory beasts. Make the innocent starve while elites feast. You shine bright, but darkness consumes. I swallow suns and extinguish moons.
But I am the pulse creation protects. The justice karma always corrects. I bring warrior strength to rise from dust. Restore the spirit that evil corrupts. I'm the song in the heart of the hopeless child. The calm in the storm when the winds run wild. Where you spread hatred, I sow grace. Where you bring chaos, I reclaim space. You poison the food, I purify cells. Turn broken bodies into living wells. You try to rule with corruption and fear, but light always whispers, I am here. Your shadow grows wide, but truth grows wider. Your darkness devours, but light burns brighter.
Light versus dark, war in the sky. Shadow versus spark, where to fall in line. Good versus evil, spirit versus void. Creation reborn, where planets destroyed.
Balance, balance, destiny unfolds. Two cosmic forces in eternal
I am
hope.
destruction. Pure unfiltered might, meaty showers in a cosmic night. I collapse civilizations, rewrite fate, turn faith into fear at a rapid rate. I freeze oceans, scorch the land, make tectonic plates break on command. I alter DNA, reshape the form, birth anomalies in a global storm. I am the sorrow behind every scream, the twisted edge of the fever dream. You think you win, you don't stand a chance. I turn worlds to ashes in a single glen.
I am renewal, the rebirth cycle, the antidote to your force. So cycle, where you bring endings, I bring starts. Men shattered souls and broken hearts. I'm the healing after the catastrophic blow. The seed that sprouts where none should grow. I guide the righteous, uplift the meek. Give voice to the silent who cannot speak. I cleanse the air that your storms infect. Undo the destruction your hands project. You push extinction, I spark rebirth. Rebuild the heavens, restore the earth.
But here is the secret beyond the pain.
Darkness and light are the links in the chain. They battle forever, yet neither can fall. Two cosmic halves of the universal call. I am chaos,
I am form,
I am the shadow,
I am the dawn.
I bring endings,
I bring birth.
we shape the heavens, we sculpt the earth.
Opposites clashing in cosmic design. Shadow and spark, eternally aligned.
Good needs evil, darkness needs light. The universe breathes through eternal fight.
Yeah, right, the matrix. We out here.
We are.
Yeah, right, the matrix.
Yeah, that's a nice little, it's a nice track right there. I enjoyed making that one too. That was a complicated one. That was pretty hard to make that one. I had to use a lot to get that to where it was at, but it came out good. I liked it. It was a good one. All right, where are we gonna go now? We're gonna go. I think we're going to the, not to the watch. I think I want to take it. We'll do Sleepwalkers and NPCs, even though that was the intro song. I love this song because anytime I see a sheep sleep, this song plays in my head. So I'm going to do Sleepwalkers and NPCs. This was a fun one to make. It's kind of, a fun, a little fun joint. So y'all already know this one.
Oh.
Surrounded by sleep, walkers and NPC, they all around us. But I be like, why can't you see? Empty seat, I'm gently mean. My soul's clean, no NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream.
Yeah. They walk among us, they try to run us. Yeah. Empty souls in the deep roads, up mine in the line, hive mind, only thinking on one side. Believing lies, war on the mind, one of a kind, mankind, undivine, walking dead, yeah. Blinded in the third eye, eating GMO foods, especially that red dye. No surprise, brain shut off, totally blind, like closed blinds. Dark and empty like an apartment, no lights on. Empty always echoes in the stairs, brain dead. Look into the eyes, they stare. Look at them hard, no soul is there. Eyes glare, emptiness lies deep. Hollow vacant space, dead and empty street is where their soul meets. Their minds on repeat, reoccurring cycles. Yeah, man in the mirror like Michael, no action, no questions asking. Just walking, leaking dead batteries, leaking acid. No cares, living in complete fear. Sleepwalkers and NPCs near. Surrounded by sleepwalkers and NPCs, they all around us. But I be like, why can't you see? Empty seats, I'm gently mean. My soul's clean, on two seas on the sea. Living in this reality like an empty dream. No NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream. Yeah. Sometimes my soul cries as I look into the eyes of the sleeping masses, believing all the lies as time passes. Walking drones, looking at their phones, prisoners in their own homes. Wi-Fi routers and microwaves on the counter. Cook brain waves, much mind, slow thoughts, no knowledge, no intelligence, no empathy. Social media has reshaped their identity. I have to keep in mind that they're not my enemy. Don't get next to me, but I have a lot of empathy. It's knowledge, wisdom was sent to me while their mind is racing. My mind is at a high elevation. The words and lyrics is not for the shaking. Scared, the weak of the forsaken. Souls taken by the system, programs in them you can hear when they speak. No wisdom, no light, no fight. Just NPC sleep, walking light. Surrounded by sleepwalkers and NPCs, they all around us. But I be like, why can't you see? Empty seats, I'm gently mean. My soul's clean, no NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream. No NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream. The world is full of lies, hidden in disguise. It's made for you and I, all for humanity's demise. The elite, they despise. That's why you had to learn to read between the lines. Fake mainstream media guys, it ain't no surprise. They all full of lies, news propaganda at its best. Your thoughts, they will test. Executives with the text, subliminals with the hex. Boots on your neck, round and round the clock, they hope you forget. Mental neglect, running psychological operations all across the nation. Total mind devastation without any hesitation. It's time to unplug and sit down in a meditation. Slow the persuasion, deprogram, disengage. Break out the cage and change your ways. Your mind is stuck in days. Conscious and know what to say, because they're testing you each and every way. No dismay, no play, stuck in the maze. Break free, open your eyes so you can see. Whoa. The third eye, the sun sink. Illuminate heaven's gate before it's too late. High frequency vibrations will set you straight. No, America's not great, it's full of hate. But remember, get out before it's too late. Surrounded by sleepwalkers and NPCs, they all around us. But I be like, why can't you see? Empty seats, I'm gently mean. My soul's clean, no NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream. No NPCs on the team. Living in this reality like an empty dream.
No.
My bad, I let that one run a little too far. So yeah, that was Sleepwalkers and NPC. That was a fun song to make. I always loved that song. It just got a nice little melody to it, just always ringing. That's another thing is when you listen to these on a good quality system, like a Bang Olufsen, systems like that, the sound quality is the way I tuned it is just, it's unbelievable. Especially when you got like a nice set of stereo style headphones. It's really I ran it through an extra program to make the sound just really, really, really like draw you in. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. It's almost 2:00. It's good over there on the west coast, but on the east coast it's late. But I might continue tomorrow. I didn't even go through half yet, but I'm still gonna drop some more. What should I rock now? Let's see. I gotta do Ice Storm. Ice Storm's a nice mellow beat. It's about obviously ice. So I dropped that actually when they started doing all the ice stuff, and the song got a lot of it got shared quite a bit. So yeah, let me go ahead and drop this one.
Yeah. Listen close, this ain't rage. This is record. Lord, policy, profit, and people caught in the middle. America looking in the mirror. Flinching. Yeah, right, the Matrix about to get them glitching. Ice ain't born from the Constitution. Let's be clear. Administrative agency. Post 9/11 year. Paper power, executive creation, not a fourth branch, just delegated operation. Now these untrained administrators wreaking havoc nationwide. Limited justification, U.S. sovereignty penetrated from inside. Civil law, not criminal by default. Crossing the border ain't the crime, they sell a talk. Misdemeanor talk, got the public misled. But they can't lock them up with a flag on their head. Civil infraction, weird actions, psychotic reactions. Mega chance for self-satisfaction, zero compassion. Due process applies when your boots touch land. Allow for every man, 5th and 14th command. Just because the orange man strike a pen with his right hand don't mean the supreme law meets the demand. Equal protection, don't stop at the gate. Fear sells faster than constitutional debate. Race division, subdivision, people snatch gon' listen. Next thing you know, U.S. citizens in the same position. They scream law and order, but skip the footnotes. Skip habeas corpus, skip human quotes. Turn neighbors into threats on a glowing screen. While policy mutates into something obscene. Administrative force, swear it's divine. Children cages like justice don't need a spine. Civil ain't criminal, but the lie go hard. When profit and fear share the same calling car. Who you protecting when you clap for the raid? Who you becoming when your empathy fades? What will you be when history reverses the page? Follow the money, don't follow the chant. Private beds filled by government grants. Geo, core civic, cash in the storm. Human bodies turn to quarterly form. Guaranteed quotas, detention for gain. Stock prices climb with another man's pain. OCGFC pipeline, custody outsourced. Public authority with a private force. Lobbyists right while the public sleeps. Policy shaped by return on receipts. You think of safety, it's a balance sheet. When morality dies in a boardroom seat. Family split with no violent charge. Just presence alone, make the target large. Profit don't see brown, black, or white. It just counts the bodies overnight. Administrative force, but the people applaud. When cruelty wears red, white, and blue like God, civil and criminal. But the lies stay fed by screens, by fear, by what they said. Propaganda brainwashing, eyes blind, blood red. Yeah. Policy ain't supposed to kill the soul, but here we are playing a dangerous role. Racial profiling dressed up as enforcement. Same script, different uniform performance. Accent, skin tone, where you from? Probable cause becomes a loaded gun. Americans chill like it can't turn back. Like history don't leave receipts in stacks. They forget once upon a desperate road. The blood crossed water with hope's cold. Law without mercy becomes something else. When obedience replaces thinking for self, you can uphold borders, process, and care without turning humans into disposable lair. This ain't open borders, don't twist what I say. It's humane execution of the laws. When you cheat pain you don't understand, you trade your conscience and safety for a false sense of land. If you only knew how manipulated you were by the power of the hidden hand. This part, this ain't left or right, this is human law. It's remembering who we say we are. If justice ain't blind, it's been taught where to look. And history still keeping the book. Yeah, right, the Matrix. Wake up, y'all. First it's immigrants and the citizens, all in the name of crime and safety. Same pen, same administrative orders. Their job is to fill immigration centers. In prisons, the same prisons they empty while crime ran rampant. Same playbook, different chapter. The agenda is real. Peace. Yeah. Listen close, this ain't rare.
All right, so that was Ice Storm. Shout out to everybody who's still tuned in. You know, much love to y'all, of course. Much love to y'all. Make sure I'm still on. And yeah, we're gonna go a couple more. As long as people still here, I guess. Rock out with this next one. Let's see which one we're gonna rock with. Sorry, the echo. We're gonna go with. I'm just gonna do the Watchers. This one is about the Watchers, the dark entities. All right. We've talked about the Watchers. Wise has talked about the Watchers. It's like kind of like, you know, a low key, dedicated, you know, low key Wise right here. You know, like the Watchers. He's always talk about this type of stuff. So shout out to my brother Wise if he out there.
Who are the watchers? Dark entity, they probably we got you. Watch what you say. They tryna stop you. In the darkness, they lay. I ain't applaud on you. From darkness to the lights, wicked demonic parasites. Here it goes, deep embedded in the mind. In the darkness it lies, right between the eyes it hides. No surprise that third eye divine. Look deep, open wide. Darkness hides, no light, no fight. Spark your mind, give it light. Boxing thoughts and shadows at night. Watches and souls, just a battle. Brains all rattle, membranes tangled. Dark entities erased. Memories and bad parasites through your eyes with lies. The watchers target your mind. Look to the divine. Fight them off, no worries. Slip once they got you, it's all the watchers. The watchers. Who are the watchers? Dark entities, they probably be got you. Watch what you say, they tryna stop you. In the darkness they lay, I ain't applaud on you. From darkness to the lights, wicked demonic parasites. We living in a world of darkness, existence encased in blackness. The light come from thoughts that spark your conscience. Some think it's nonsense, but they lost in darkness. The forgotten think the world is real while the watchers watching. Ay, no man is safe, minds they take. Non-elevate full of hate, closed behind dark gates. Dumb while the watchers wait. The watchers. Who are they? Dark entities, they probably be got you. Watch what you say. In the darkness they lay, I ain't applaud on you. From darkness to the lights, wicked demonic parasites. Your brain's in darkness, cut off from your heart, no light inside. Your physical's blind, thoughts confined. The watchers lurk outside and in what you watching. Your eyes are the window reflecting light, like a mirror refracting the night. Inception, so connection, darkness rejection, dreams divine intervention. Chasing demons out your perception. Darkness, evil devil, whatever you overcome with a better you. Don't let them in the head of you. Keep the light and fight the watchers. The watchers, they watching. Stay woke, keep it light. Who are the watchers? Dark entity, they probably we got you. Watch what you say. They tryna stop you. In the darkness they lay, I ain't applaud on you.
My bad, y'all. That might have went over. That was the Watchers. Archon, yeah, the Watchers, the dark entities, the parasites, all that, the unseen, you know, they're everywhere. That's deep. That would take a 5-hour video to talk about the Watchers. So again, shout out to everybody who watches this later when I ain't live. Appreciate you tuning in. All right. Next one we're gonna go with the long track. The fake spiritual awakening. Nah, I don't want to do the fake spiritual awakening. Nah. I want to do that one right now. Let's see. I don't want to do that one right now. I want to do the Blue Mind Coded. All right, this is I have 2 tracks about, technology and, programming your mind. But this one, I used a special beat. I created it, and I tried to create the genre. And, this one's called Blue Light Coded in the Mind. Like, this is a beat that I created. So it's an actual tough beat. And I actually see the beat used again in another generator. So it's actually cool when you create like a little genre. But yeah, this is this one right here. So this one, when you got a nice sound system, this song's crazy. It's like it's just a crazy beat. Like, let's see, let's get it.
Step through the spectrum. Frequency gates open. Neurodembo quantum drill. Yeah, right, the matrix.
Blue light code in the mind, rewriting your pulse in time, neurosync tied to the spine, digital ghosts in the baseline, gamma climbing delta fold, AM mapping your soul and gold, living in a wavelength, not control. This, that quantum drill, mind control.
I walk inside the wavelength for photos and reality. Screens breathe like an empty study in my validity. Every pixel preaching sermons and a coded ritual. Laser beams engraving symbols deep into the spiritual. OLED eyes watching me through luminous deception. Algorithm shape emotions in electromagnetic sections. Melatonin sacrifice beneath the sapphire throne. Circadian rhythm, the throne, your sleep overthrown.
But the light ain't natural, it's cosmic engineered. A hybrid of silicon spells and frequencies in the field. Pulse waves sync the brainstorm like a hidden command. Turning neurons in the pathways drawn by unseen hands.
And the lens you stare at ain't just displaying a scroll. It's scanning your aura in full control.
The light ain't bright, it's a lie. Mapping everything you are. Photons locking to your vibe. Pulling thoughts from the inside. Blue light code in the mind. 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 I
powerful ways evaporate like empire and collapse. Beta surges like soldiers breaking psychic gaps. Gamma sparks, universes where the soul tries to rise, but delicate your deep peel and slowly dies. New kingdoms breaking from luminous invasion. Mind space flooded like digital sedation. Hey, pretending to help with calm displays, but every you is calibrated to misalign your ways. Quantum modulation tapping thoughts like a key, rewriting emotions like files in the cloud of me. Temporal stretching 10 seconds in the cold of dust. Your brain waves bent through algorithms you trust. The fighting tribes whispering me on its own, making you feel like the fear ain't your own. Blue like code in the mind. 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 CIA scripts flashing in ultraviolet lore. Blue light frequencies used like an astral war. Photonic weapons summoning the cables ignite. Embedded illusions in your peripheral sight. Cosmic typities echo through synthetic beams. Guiding minds through hypnotic algorithmic dreams. Quantum stutters full rhythm like a glitch in time. Non-human patterns sing perfectly with the rhyme. Hologram paths flow like spirits over the beat. 0 point base collapse to shake the whole street. Alien firmness was the syllables you barely hear. Yet they resonate deep, activating hidden fear. This is more than control. It's interdimensional design. The light don't shine, the light rewinds. The light realigns the shape of your mind. Hear the flicker, feel the pulse. Blue light rising, claiming soul. Mind unfolding, time is old. Quantum drill, true evolves. Blue light code in the mind. 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 Blue light, blue light code in the mind. Blue light code in the mind. Code in the mind. Blue light code in the mind.
All right, yeah. That was a fun track to make. I experimented with frequencies and tones with that one, and it actually really came. And I liked how that came out. You know, I used frequencies and tones in the voices and in the beat, and kind of like mixed them up. And it take you, if you had a nice system, you'll know what I'm talking about. Everything just goes right through you. It's crazy. So, yeah, that was a fun one to make. So yeah, it was good. Mexican Righteous. Thanks for dropping in. But next one we're gonna go with GMO. Are you a GMO artificial person? You know, this is about, are you a GMO artificial person? This was a fun one to make too. So that's what this track is about. Shut up.
Naturalnews.com. Today we have some new information, breaking news from a medical journal called Cell Research. This is news about the dangers of genetically modified foods, and this is new information. This shows the mechanism by which genetically modified foods, or GM foods, or GE foods, genetically engineered, may alter your organ function. You see, in the past, Monsanto has said that genetically modified seeds and foods are presumed to be safe. Presumed safe. It doesn't mean they're proven safe. In fact, right here from the Monsanto website, a couple of quotes you need to know. Here it is. Monsanto says, quote, "There is no need to test the safety of DNA introduced into genetically modified crops." And they go on to say, there is no need for or value in testing the safety of GM foods in humans. So you see, Monsanto has a position that they don't even need to test the safety of these genetically modified foods because it doesn't even matter. But now, here in Cell Research, we have a new study called the Exogenous Plant MIR16A. That is a microRNA study that we're talking about here. Specifically targets mammalian LDL-RAP1. That's a receptor for LDL cholesterol function in the liver. Evidence of cross-kingdom regulation by microRNA. Now, it means that microRNA, which is information, it is genetic information, has now been found to pass from the foods through digestion into your blood and then to attach onto your organs. You got that? It goes from the food through digestion into your blood and attaches onto your organs, and there it modifies the function and the expression of those organs. This is groundbreaking science. This nullifies the safety claims of Monsanto.
Yeah. Are you a GMO artificial person? Are you cursing parasite lurking? Stomach blow, the mind corroded. Body feeling like it's coated. Yeah. They modify your soul and never told it. The chemical would move through your brain. It's a true mess. Remember when they told you about the food chain? Never said the chain was meant to restrain. Yeah. Are you a GMO artificial person? Engineered version, body full of toxins, parasites emerging. Monsanto in the lab with the curtain closed. Change the seeds of the source so nothing grows. They made them seedless. Yeah. To the roots from the earth. Cut the cycle of rebirth. Now they profit off your worth. Spray the crops with poisons you can't pronounce. Regulate the land and measure the ounce. Locked in the cycle you can't escape. Food chain was a prison, not a natural state. They took a food source, moved it overseas. Imported back in with lab-made disease. You can't grow nothing cause nothing got seeds. So you trapped in the system when nothing's guaranteed. FDA stamp it say to eat, but the chemical side you'll never defeat. Roundup residues is deep in your veins. Modified grains rewiring your brain. Mind in chains, body restrained. The food chain is a chain, you've been detained.
A new AI-powered gene editing technique could be set to replace CRISPR. Scientists from the University of Toronto and NYU School of Medicine discovered a new technique that could accelerate the development of gene therapy. The technique is called zinc finger design, and it's a game changer for medicine.
Yeah. Are you a GMO artificial person? Are you cursing parasite lurking? Stomach blow, the mind corroded. Body feeling like it's coated. Yeah. Yeah. They modify your soul and never told it. The chemicals move through your brain, it's a true mess. Remember when they told you about the food chain? They never said the chain was meant to restrain. Yeah. Look at the game, they design it clean. Genetic edits like a digital screen. Your food ain't food, it's a chemical scheme. Bioengineered nightmare soda's cuisine. Monsanto patents every seed you touch. You plant the wrong crop to sue you too much. Farmers go broke and stolen the skill. Monopolize the farm so the people can't prevail. They move production to foreign lands. Import it back in with invisible hands. Custom check every seed on site. Nature banned like a prisoner's right. USD the sour enters the gate. But every label on the box manipulates. Nitrates, sulfates, fake food dyes. Pesticides pouring from the sky. Synthetic meats in the lab on deck. Barcodes baked in your flashlight specs. Artificial flavors replacing the earth. GMOs killing microbiomes since birth. Your stomach biome don't stand a chance. Parasites feeding on mind stance. Inflammation rising like prison riots. Nervous system glitching, no one denies it. Mind is shackled, spirit attack. Body in chains from the foods we snack. The food chain wasn't about the wild. It was about enslaving every man, woman, child. Are you a GMO artificial kosher person? Are you cursing parasite lurking? Stomach blow, the mind corroded. Body feeling like it's cold. Yeah. Yeah, they modify your soul and never told it. The chemical move through your brain, it's a true mess. Remember when they told you about the food chain? They never said the chain was meant to restrain. Yeah. They sterilize seeds so you can't replant. Farms collapse like a government grant. They monopolize soil, water and sun. No independence for anyone. Seed banks guarded like military vaults. Protecting modified genomes and false heritage crops outlawed by codes. Yeah. Gardens banned by the loads. National laws controlling the farms. Trade deals rewriting food chain norms. FDA green lights every home. As long as money moves through the arm. Food deserts rise, health declines. Malnutrition hitting poverty lines. You think you ate real fruit today? Nah, that was engineered DNA. Artificial sweetness hit your heart. Preservatives tearing mitochondria apart. Bread with bleach, milk with pus. Fructose syrup making prisoners of us. Veggie spray before they take flight. Clean outside, poison inside. Your gut can't fight when the floor is gone. Parasites treat your body like a home. Chains on the mind, chains on the soul. Chains in your spirit, controlling your role. The food chain was the first parole. You've been needing your own control. Body inflamed, mind deranged. Food supply system permanently changed. Are you still human? Are you still you? Or are you the chemicals inside your food? Mind, body, spirit in a cage. Trapped in a system by design and innate.
Are you a GMO artificial person? Are you cursed, parasite lurking? Stomach bloated, mind corroded. Body feeling like it's coated, yeah. They modify your soul and never told it. The chemical move through your brain is a true mess. Remember when they told you about the food chain? They never said the chain was meant to restrain. Yeah. Are you a GMO artificial person? Engineered version. Wake up and learn a diversion. Food ain't food, it's a corporate conversion. Break out the food chain. Peace and always love matrix out.
Reporting for naturalnews.com. Today we have some new information, breaking news from a medical journal called Cell.
All right, that was Are You a GMO Artificial Person? You know, we talk about that for years, you know. And you notice all my joints, I don't do no swearing in them. It's just something that, you know, I just chose to do. And actually, you know, it works there well. It's more received that way. People think that, you know, it's going to be cursing and, you know, all kind of stuff in it, but it ain't. And the message still gets out. So, all right, I think the last one I'm going to do for tonight is they all my favorite, but this is like one of my favorite. Because this one is hard. Like, this is hardcore. You know, the fake spiritual awakening. You know, you got to thank Wise for one of the clips, you know, on this CIA. But this is one of my favorite ones. It's a dual chapter. I extended this, and you know, I experimented with two different beats. Actually, 3 different beats in one song, but you don't even know it. You think it's all together as one song. Just a long song, but it's a chapter 1 and a chapter 2. You know, that's just how I structured the song. So this is the fake spiritual awakening. This one's deep. You know, it's the message is in there. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. It's gonna be the last one I'm gonna do for tonight. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. And I got a video to this one. It's crazy. Some of the videos I made are really, you know, crazy. The one, I got a video to the thumbnail on the screen. That video's, it's all right. It was like kind of like the 3rd or 4th video I did, and this one I did back in January. But since then, I've improved a lot. But this one came out real good. I wish I could play it here. I'll try to upload all this stuff, all the videos to my computer, and then I can play them on here. I can't do it on the phone. So kind of limited, but yeah, so this next one is the fake spiritual awakening. And this one speaks for itself. It's a deep one, and you know, it's what we've been in. I've been in it. Y'all been in it. We all been in it, you know. We woke up into something, and then we had to wake up out of that. And there's still people that are asleep in the awakening. Ain't that crazy? That's why I played that one song earlier, Awakened While Asleep. If you listen to that song, I explained that in that song. So this is the fake spiritual awakening. So I might end it. You know what? I might do one more. I might end it with the Trump song. All right, I might end it with the Trump song. And that's another thing, guys. You know, this is the algorithm. You know, like my intro. I had to figure out a way out of the algorithm. You know. So, all right, here go the fake spiritual awakening. Go ahead and let this one run.
Peace and love, everyone. See it right, the Matrix on the track.
Peace and love, everyone.
I'm about to hit you with a dual chapter on the fake spiritual awakening that happened in the past 10 years. I call it the CIA-induced spiritual awakening. So sit back and enjoy it. And don't shoot the messenger. Chapter 1. Let's go. It was a fake awakening, the sleep state, tuned into a dream state, mind deep, fake, created by guys, the seed, programming your thoughts, GOMOE, brains, babe, awaken for real and enlighten yourself, don't let them soul take, don't get caught in the deep dream state, wake up your mind that the CIA makes. The CIA has created a dream state, chemically, physically, emotionally induced deep state, programmed through experiments and psychological influence that we take. TV, movies, news, sports, entertainment, it's all been done since way back in the day. This information ain't nothing to play with. This is the triangle people talk about, the hidden hand. Secrets to man, new and old, secrets stay home. Old men, keys to the soul, young and old, the rest don't know. They call it the Illuminati. They want your mind, soul and body, ancient symbolism, ancient wisdom, archetype of control, esoteric psychology. They get them written from the scroll, nobody knows, let the truth be told. You ain't awake yet, well I'm here to let y'all know. It was a fake awakening, a sleep state, tuned into a dream state, mind deep, fake, created by guys to see, programming your thoughts, GMOE, brains, babe, awaken for real and enlighten yourself, don't let them soul take. Don't get caught in a deep dream state. Wake up your mind that the CIA makes. They want your mind, they done this a long time. You need to come to the conclusion, it's all an illusion. Total mind, confusion, soul trap, brain contusion. Hollywood, one of the biggest mind influence machines on earth. Trapping you from the beginning, from the womb to the birth. Take your worth, this is the triangle people talk about. And when you know and understand it, the truth comes out. From Manny P. Hall to Timothy Leary and Joseph Campbell. Dark rooms, synagogues, tunnels to command you. Liquid candle, dark eyes staring at you. Satanic rituals, spiritual visions. Demonic entities, energies, individuals. Snatching your soul with symbols and sigils. This is ancient knowledge, hidden powers. They know the symbols, they watching you through cosmic principles. Archetypes and propaganda, look at the screens, they trap you. What if I told you your awakening was created, manipulated, and manufactured? I ain't mad at you. It was a fake awakening, the sleep state, tuned into a dream state, mind deep, fake, created by guys that see hate, programming your thoughts, GMOE, brains big, awaken for real and enlighten yourself, don't let them soul take. Don't get caught in the deep dream state. Wake up your mind that the CIA makes. Yeah. Write the major purpose. Let's go. CIA created hell. Yeah.
Millions of dollars would be spent on LSD research at universities throughout the country. And word would begin to spread on campus about this so-called mind-blowing drug. And suddenly, there was the counterculture of the 60s.
I give the CIA a total credit for sponsoring and initiating the entire consciousness movement, counterculture events of the 1960s.
Dr. Timothy Leary, the 1960s Johnny Appleseed of LSD.
The CIA funded and supported and encouraged hundreds of young psychiatrists to experiment with this drug. The fallout from that was that the young psychologists began taking it themselves, discovering that it was an intelligence-enhancing, consciousness-raising experience.
I know that some of the studies in which the CIA had supported used as subjects people who later became strong proselytizers of LSD. So, in that sense, yes, I think it did sustain the perpetuation of the use of the drug. And it's rather ironic, isn't it?
The counter case that I would make in relationship to that is to remember that the people who were doing the research were people who would be doing the research regardless of who was the sponsor. I don't think anybody working in that time in the remotest ever thought that it would blow up into the kind of thing that it did.
Chapter 2. It was a fake awakening. The sleep state, tuned into a dream state, mind deep fake, created by guys that seek hate. Programming your thoughts, GMO, weed, brains bake. Awaken for real and enlighten yourself, don't let them soul take. Don't get caught in the deep dream state. Wake up your mind that the CIA makes. As we go deep in this rabbit hole, there's some things you need to understand and deeply have to know. This is old, it's used with a combination of psychedelics, GMO food, synthetic medicines, and mass media mind control that they control you and mold you into creatures that you don't even know. Lose your soul, lose control. Directors of the show or the spirit of the human beings that they control. NPCs that energy manipulation. This creates mental imprisonment and soul confinement across the nations. The CIA has a job and it's to control human behavior and intelligence. Unthoughtfulness and forgetfulness. It's an agency that gets paid for you to see total confusion. Keep living in an illusion. Burn your constitution. Central nervous system, brain fogging and dementia. A whole generation manufactured distractions equals no revolution. No shooting, this was his purpose, at least not nervous. They know they made you worthless, mind brain waves below the surface. Delta waves channel through inner workings, from alpha waves to the beta waves. They twisted your minds, dead in a maze, stuck in phase. They got you play. Yeah, it was a fake awakening. The sleep state, tune into a dream state, mind deep fake, created by guys that seek hate. Programming your thoughts, GMO, weed, brains bake. Awaken for real and enlighten yourself, don't let them soul take. Don't get caught in a deep dream state. Wake up your mind that the CIA makes. Through music, movies, TV, and social media, they create an emotionally charged reactions. This makes it easy to steer socially and politically charged actions. All distractions, the government knows and understands. Rebellious would be in a critical pattern before they map this. Political movements created by critical solutions. Easily moving, easy to provoke, but they know they will never revolt. I look at political movements as a complete joke. Understanding at the top, they already choke, infiltrated and manipulated. CIA ops already contemplated. You need to wake up and understand that the hidden hand of a man hides like footprints in the sand. It gets washed away, but demoted again with the other hands. Your spiritual waking is fake. It's CIA induced. Spiritual healing, the mind liberating feeling. Flat earth, round earth, dome ceiling. It's all fake and propagated and manipulated. Truth, movement, heavy manipulated. It was a fake awakening. The sleep state, tune into a dream state, mind deep fake, created by guys that seek hate. Programming your thoughts, GMO, weed, brains bake. Awaken for real and enlighten yourself, don't let them soul take. Don't get caught in a deep dream state. Wake up your mind at the CIA makes. Yeah, right, the Matrix has been through it all. Through crystals, meditation, that crystal ball of predictions. Numerology, astrology, ancient traditions. All these things were used and abused. Manly P. Hall taught us about its use. Bringing Eastern teachings to the Western modern world would open up a door of darkness, unpearl. Mental telepathy, I hope y'all understand where I'm getting, you see. Most people are still plugged into the Matrix, believing and dreaming, thinking they're awake to some new unfounded meanings. Esoteric teachers, it's the spiritual healing, the spiritual feeling. Yeah. You need to understand that many of these practices will open you up. Fake love, cause the hidden hand wants to place inside you no love. Demonic dimensions, astral projections, yoga and mind, altered perceptions. Open your spirit up for demonic possessions. Open tensions if you had eyes to see. You would understand, these are negative dark entities. You need to fight, spread light, get them gone. That's all I got for this deep song. Get a stand, the enlightenment. That yeah, right, the Matrix is on. Detached from these attachments, they were all created by the CIA factions. It was a fake awakening. The sleep state, tune into a dream state, mind deep fake, created by guys that seek hate. Programming your thoughts, GMO, weed, brains bake. Awaken for real and enlighten yourself, don't let them soul take. Don't get caught in a deep dream state. Wake up your mind at the CIA. Much love, everybody, yeah, write the Matrix out. I hope you can understand what's happening. CIA mind control, big faction. Fake awakening.
So that was, again, one of my favorite joints. And that was the Fake Spiritual Awakening. I love that. So that was, oh shit, sorry. My bad. That was one of my favorite tracks. I put a lot in there. I was ripping it, and I did it to where it's just a hard delivery. So yeah, that was a fun one to make. So, all right, we could. I got time for another one. Got time for another one. Thank you. Appreciate it. I got time for another one. I got one. It's actually pretty tough. It's called International Mystery. I did this one. I didn't even promote this song yet because I was going to share it with this Indian guy. He said that if we put that up and share it, he said a lot of people like that song. You know, same thing with a Chinese guy. I did it in Chinese, Arabic, Indian, Spanish, and English. It's a tough song, but the message is a universal message. And it's tough, man. I didn't promote it yet. I want to do a video first and then promote it. And I'm going to give it to the Indian guy so he can put it all out on his, they got different networks. And I know I get it to to my wife, and she'll share it amongst the Chinese and, her people and Taiwan and all that. And, it'll get a lot of traction, especially right now in this day right now where we at. So I'm going to play the International Mystery. The song is called International Mystery. It's about, each one I did was about their country and the history of the same people that's doing the same stuff right now, that's in the news and the hidden hand, what they've done to each and every one of these people. That's how I put in their song, translated it. I know I sent it to Angel and her pop, because she knows Arabic, and her pops, she understood it. So it's tough, man. The Chinese part is on point too. So, and I already know the Spanish is on part, but yeah, I'm gonna play this International Mystery. It's a nice little song.
Peace and love, everybody's, yeah. Right, the matrix stepping in. Intercontinental, subconscious, mental, let the true world order begin. Wake up your mind, flip the prism upside down. Geometry and the vision. Classical energy, but trapped inside a system full of mental incisions. Prison walls built tall, stress beyond the U.S. and fall on nations. Release these bars, break chains, break stations, break limitations. Corrupt government, same problems, same pain, same manipulations. COVID hit, global lockdowns, orchestrated simulation. They show power, they show reach, didn't even need to preach. Fear in the air, minds out of reach. Mask on faces, 6 feet speech. People divided by rules and roles. Fools confined while truth unfolds. Born in America but feeling foreign in my soul. Everybody sleepwalking, I'm the only one patrolling the whole. Low vibrational drones, praising thrones. CIA mind control, planet deep in the bones. Snakes with venom in the cold unknown. These bars go international. Vision zone, irrational. Upside down, symbols, classic oppression, never casual. Mental scars from prison walls. Tactical and natural. United States, change, stretch across the atlas. Factual.
No somos distintos, siglos colonizados sin alivio. España cambió nuestro nombre, sangre, idioma y el destino. Lengua impuesta, dominio divino. Mezclando raíz con camino profundo en la tierra, marcado en el vino. Violación, saqueo, dime si lo sientes en el pecho. Suramérica y España, nombres iguales, espejo a espejo. Nadie piensa en historia borrada, oscura, sin reflejo. Como murciélago ciego, bajo techo. Aztecas y mayas cayendo en 1521. Cortés trajo guerra, enfermedad y humo. Millones muertos sin uno a uno, esclavitud sin rumbo. Trabajo forzado, mundo profundo, tlaquel que te tormenta. Biblitecos, zapotecos sufriendo tormento. Inca y Andes en Potosí, respirando polvo del viento. Hablamos español por historia perdida en el tiempo. Piel de tierra, espíritu lento, firme como cimiento.
Barras internacionales, rompiendo lo emocional. Triángulo invertido, visión dimensional. Cicatrices mentales dentro del penal. Estados Unidos hasta el mundo entero, global.
Yeah， 现在说中国不是被分割的中国， 却被宣传操控，被谎言中是我的结果。竟害怕真相降落，世界结构要崩落。美国的命运我们也曾经过，英国发动鸦片战，历史最黑的阴暗。用毒品打开光，罪恶刻在海洋。清政府将地下火箭自给自足不还他们的货，坚持白银为真货，让他们极度难过。因为我白银流得快，毒品成他们的牌。从印度引来鸦片，让我们民族沉下海。正义蔓延城市，陷害家庭破碎无处安排。不知道一丝无迹的在伤痕，到今天都难拆。法律演技，胜利是写在新闻，不再被困，不再沉沦。听着很大大音，导致的心里伤痕地连听。美国牢笼跨过，眼神不定。شمعة فلو من عالبر آلاف السنين هنعرف بمسلمونا هل شغلاسين صورونا قنابل وشمع جنين وبعدها من سبتمبر زادت تماثيل قالوا اننا عدالة بينا كهمزيم السنين لكويت عمان اليمن لبنان فلسطين ليبيا مصر سوريا العراق السودان في كل مكان لكن تاريخنا شو اول اسماء وهند من زمان قادتنا قتلوا والمعارضة ملت والولايات المتحدة فرض قوتها والترسخ مواطني هيكرهونا ولا يجي مفضوم بأعلى مريض ومقازين ترفع انت ترفع من تتجيها وخبرت البلد ترى الغاز استيقظ يا انسان وانضل الميزان من يشير لك تقود الصبع عليه الآن هذه السطور عالمية روح هندسية أزلية شوفنا اللف مقلوب بالصور فنية جدران السجن عقلية ممتدة دولية أمريكا ضربت الأرض بسلاسل خفية इंडिया पर तकबीर की सबसे बड़ी आबादी धरती की मिट्टी से जमी बयाने की परंपरा आध्यात्मिक बुनियादी ऊपर जैसा नीचे यही पूरी भूल की शिक्षा साधी पर उपनिवेश ने सच्चाई को अंधेरे में बांधी फ्रेंच डच आए पहले दर्द की रात लंबी फिर ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी ने लूट की जंजीर बांधी ब्रिटेन ने दौलत चूस ली पहचान भी चीनी धर्म बदले सच दबा संस्कृति को भी नीचा किया चीनी पर हमारी आत्मा फिर भी जवान इतिहास गहरा और बयान महान राख से उदय है भारत हर सुबह हर शाम सूरजों की ताकत में जलता पुरातन धाम
Jeder der Wahlen merra nicht wie die Podi die Jodi dabei ولا هذه الطلاق على السيبان بالبادي بغيتا ورما ينابي ننديرين فاري مش فاري بلون
Peace and love, everybody. Let's start the weekend. Nu all investigata. Those clan brennen het aansking.
Go there and see, well, no, there and see. It's a the end of the film, and letting nothing, letting so. Go there and see, well, no, there and see. It's a the end of the film, and letting nothing, letting so.
All right, that was International Mystery. That was a fun song to make. I tell you, it was really good. And the beat that I made, it has, if you listen to it closely, it has every single culture piece in the beat. It's got American culture, Spanish culture, Arabic culture, Chinese culture, and Indian culture, all of it in the beat, which is, well, that was fun. That was fun to make. There was actually another one, and it was hard. They were both equally good, but it was hard to pick which one. So that happens a lot. I get multiple, and they all be just like crazy, and then I got to choose the best one that I like, you know, to make the cut. So that was fun. That was fun to make that. I think I got time for one more. I think I'm gonna do the Trump one. This one's more like you know, I put everything in this one. This one is more like, you know, this is like it's an outro, but it's got COVID, it's got Fauci in it, it's got Cuomo. Oh no, this don't got that. That's the other song. My bad. It's got No, this one just got. I'm thinking of the other outro to the other album. This one has just Trump's. You'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, let me play the Trump outro. And I used this beat. I wanted like a kind of like a flow, like a kind of like a fun flow, not a funny flow, but like a fun kind of like sarcastic flow. You know, I dumped this in some of the Trump groups. They didn't like it too much. First they liked it because they thought it was like, you know, they thought it was a nod to Trump, and then they realized that they were all pissed off and banned me from the group. But hey, I do shit like that.
You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. You knew damn well I was a snake
This ain't gossip.
before you took me in.
This is infrastructure. Power don't wear crowns no more. They wear contracts. Trump is here. Power moves. Slide in. Snake tongue hidden in a political costume. Yeah. Yeah, kings fell off when the cannons got pricey. Debt got heavy, crowns move icy. Crowns to credit, thrones to notes. Empire signed away power with loans and quotes. A dynasty moves. Without us there is no you. They need merchants, slaves, and enemies to rule. DuPont powder wars get funded. Chemicals flow where the blood's been running. Rockefeller oil in the engine of the state. Smirk. Fueling growth while they redraw fate. JP Morgan stitched markets when the rails collapsed. Held the system up when the panic snapped. Mellon family tax code, stealing aluminum. Treasury desk smell like money and ruin. Vanderbilt tracks cut land like scars. Ford put the world on four-wheel bars. Factories hum while the people sleep. Ownership deep, shrug, promises cheap. Goldman doors spin, government seats, same suits talk, policy then hit the street. Lads are whispering deals, the states on the brink. Restructuring futures faster than you think. Heavily invested in modern day. Nothing has changed since the rules they made. Koch family pipelines breathe through the map. Energy talk while the climate cracks. Institutions last longer than names. Faces rotate, the system stay the same. Trump hit the scene like a glitch in the code. Brand over doctrine, spectacle mode, real estate, debt, loud megaphone, play the market, in the microphone, Joker energy. Chaos by design, pull back the curtain and open the minds with his name. You argue the man, missed the frame while the machine kept playing the same game. History didn't end. If it branded clean, same old power dressed up in the new magazine. If you wanna fight it, learn the terrain you're in. Study the structure deep, not the face you've seen. Now into Trump, the snake in disguise. Patriot talk while the market reads his eyes. Soul strength like a logo, not a nation to rise. Turn governance to leverage, interest and ties. Big tech feast while the watchdog sleeps. AI roam free in the halls of the elite. Data turn gold as sovereignty leaks. When profit outweighs what the flag still means. Private detention contracts get fed. Immigration used as the new lines of credits leaks red. Bodies is numbers, numbers is bread. OCGFC pipelines quietly spread. Justice get priced low, compassion left dead. He say America first, but money don't stay. It's not left and it's not right. No blue, no red, but you have to realize the truth instead. Same bird, same administration, same game and justification. In the end, it's rules and segregation. You know there is no powers of separation, but you believe in political indoctrination. Voting booths, election centers, political campaigns. Nothing but smoke in the air, hidden by the same names. Yo, you argue the man, red or blue show. While global finance reset the flow. Blame the liberals, blame the right, blame the left or conservatives. It don't matter as long as you're divided. They know no one can fight it. Meanwhile, human capital drift wherever returns obey. Shake hands overseas as the dollar feels swayed. Multipolar pressure bending old US play. Bricks get louder, balance shift slow. Empires don't fall, they hemorrhage control. This ain't betrayal, signed in ink, it's alignment by interest. Faster than you think, when power gets sold, there's a personal link, the nation pays later. System sync, Trump is here by design to make us weak. And in the end the snake will come out and speak. This is what decline looks like. But concessions. But outsourcing the future. Watch the deals. Not the speeches. The United States is over. Prepare to weather the storm. Yeah, right, the Matrix. Peace. Watch the deals. Not the speeches.
Take me in, oh tender woman, take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender woman, sighed that vicious snake. I saved you, cried the woman, and you've bit me, heavens why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Oh, shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. Right? Right?
I mean, you're talking about release the list, right? The Epstein list, release the files and so on. Why? Why? You already know a huge number of people who were associated with Epstein. Clinton, Dershowitz, Chomsky, Steve Bannon, Donald Trump, Peter Thiel. So what? What have you done about it? Nothing. What have you done? So why would any more names make a difference if you got more names? What's the difference? It's just more people that you won't do anything about. More crimes that you won't do anything about. You know, you just keep asking for the files, actually, as a way to justify or to rationalize you not doing anything. You know, like, if only we had the files, we'd take action. Too bad they won't release the files, otherwise we would go completely ballistic. No one believes you. You're not fooling anyone. It's like those old cartoons, right, where they draw a line on the floor and tell their enemy, if you cross this line, you'll be sorry. And it keeps getting crossed. You just step right over it, and then you just keep drawing a new line. This is you. This is the American people right now. I mean, look at all of the hideous things that have come out in the last several months or the last couple of years about the elite. During the Diddy trial, for example, all the testimonies, all the trafficked women, and then what? All the testimonies around Epstein, and then what? Now you have this Sasha, what's his name? Sasha Ryan, talking about all the terrible things that's supposed to happen to him. Nothing happened. ICE raids, nothing happened. ICE murders, nothing happens. You've got lynchings, nothing happens. ICE murdering people literally in the street, nothing happens. Why on earth would they be afraid to release the Epstein files when you have given them every possible assurance that you will reliably not do anything whatsoever? You've shown that, you've proven that time and time again. Except maybe you'll go on the internet and send a vague SOS to the rest of the world about all the bad things that are happening over there. You've got tens of thousands of kids being abducted in your country and trafficked every year in your country. Tens of thousands of kids, one of the highest rates in the world. Meanwhile, supposedly you've got cameras everywhere. Supposedly your phones are watching and listening to everything, listening to you. They know what you're looking at. They know what you, they know where you are. They know what you're thinking and so on, just to send you ads and whatnot. But meanwhile, children keep disappearing without a trace. What are you doing about it? You've got all these guns. You've got all this bravado. I'm telling you, they're going to end up, ICE is going to have to end up having some of their officers take off their masks and start posing as their own opposition groups just to make it look like you people are actually responding to anything. Wallahi, you're comatose. You're absolutely comatose. This is what I mean. No moral grounding. No real moral framework. No real moral structure. You don't know what morality is supposed to look like in practice. Because in practice, doing nothing against oppression and against injustice, doing nothing is approval. When you talk about practical morality, you are either going to see, depending on how you look at it, you'll see collapse or recalibration. And it kind of depends on whether or not you think that the nation-state model is sacred. This will determine how you view what's going on. Because what is definitely collapsing is the colonial map. You know, the borders that Europe drew for their own purposes on somebody else's land, on somebody else's soil. Those are dissolving. And what is emerging is not actually anarchy, because beneath those colonial borders, there's still the memory of the world that we had before the colonizers arrived. There was a world of sultanates within the Khilafah, emirate-like polities, coastal confederations, caravan economies, and so forth. Maritime civilizations connected to the Gulf, connected to the Red Sea, connected to the Indian Ocean, and so on. Connected there, not connected to London, and not to Paris, and not to Washington, and so forth. Okay? Granted, this sort of unearthing or excavation of pre-existing structures can look like instability. And to the West, it will look like state failure, because of course they see it that way. Because it is the states that they set up that are collapsing, you understand? And yes, the process is going to be disruptive, it is going to be difficult, it's going to even be anarchic in some ways. Just like how an excavation might look like you're just digging up and disrupting the land, but the